computer.
All right. Again, I am very, very excited We are about to get started into the session that would help you understand. And these two guys, I'm going to be, inviting one after the other. They will show you what they have done. They will show you what they have done. And let me tell you two things that are unique to them. Number one is that these two guys are hardworking guys, yeah, because this kind of stuff requires coming to class, learning in class, engaging in class, building relationship with your faculty, learning, and then doing it. But when I asked them this morning, how long have you guys been working on this project? I was shocked. I was very shocked. They said 3 weeks. I was like, oh, this is done within 3 weeks. Now imagine what they can do over the year. So, ladies and gentlemen, our chairmaker says you cannot hear me well again. Guys, if you can hear me, can you go into the chat room and say yes? That is if you can hear me. If you can hear me well. Again, say, please leave the call and join with the right account. Hello, please. Anyone on the Utiva team who is on the wrong account, help me remove the person straight up. Thank you. Anyone on the Utiva team that is on this wrong account, help me remove them straight up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Especially Sise, starting from Sise. Okay, good. We're starting. We're starting. But first of all, let me call the guy who trained them. Right? Let's hear from the professor himself, the professor of AI automation. Prince Will, how are you doing, sir? Let me make you the co-host so that you can unmute yourself and tell me what do you think we're going to be expecting today from these your two amazing students.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I want to believe that you can hear me
Perfect.
clearly. Yeah. So I'm Obo Princeville and I'm the AI automation coach with Utiva, basically, right? And then tonight we're actually just showcasing, two of our students, but we have a lot of students, that are building exciting and, good AI-powered solutions. But we want to bring them out here so that you can see what they are doing. And they're not even done. So in 12 weeks, they're supposed to be done with their process. This is like their 10th week, and they've been able to build something. And this is not the only project they have built. The both of them that are also presenting a particular project, they have other projects they've built. So the people you're going to be seeing today, the things you're going to be seeing today will just show you that our African talents can actually build AI-powered solutions that can be used in the global business space. So we're going to be starting with one person. We're going to be starting with Blessing. And for Blessing, he built a social media, auto publishing and generator AI-powered solution. Now, one thing I've noticed with working with people is a lot of people have issues trying to build up the content they want to, put out there on social media, right? A lot of people have issues trying to, giving out their accounts to social media managers to manage it. And at the end of the day, they're using it for certain other things, right? So if you have an AI-powered solution that creates this content for you and posts on the different social media platforms, you know how much more you'll be able to do. It means you can actually post more, right? And one very good thing too, when we get to the point of even commenting, imagine you put up a video on YouTube, and for every single person that, sends a reply or a comment, you're able to have an AI that generates the reply to every single comment. That's more engagement for you. That's more money for you, right? So this is not a solution for just class. It's a solution that can actually be used in industries, that can actually be used by individuals. So you can actually be on this call, you're an investor, or you are, somebody that wants to know how to get these things done. This is actually the room for you. Same goes for Praise that also build an AI agent. I believe we've heard about AI agents. It's just like you having a junior staff. So you employ people, to do different things at your office. What if you employ AI to do one particular thing or more than one thing for you? You employ AI to be your executive assistant. You employ AI to manage certain things for in your business. You know there will be no sick leave. You know there will be no time for, oh, I'm weak, I couldn't come, there's traffic, or my laptop is down. AI would always run it. And these are the things that they are going to be showcasing. Right. So thank you, Mr. E. Should I go ahead with calling them? Right. Can you guys hear me? Did you hear me, Mr. A?
Yes. I think we can get started. I like the way you introduced them. And one thing that you said that I think struck me that I really like. Hello, please don't forget to help us admit people into the room. One thing that you said that really struck me is these are day-to-day problems and challenges that people face. These are day like I am one of the in those days I used to be a very popular social media influencer on LinkedIn with about 110,000 followers. But I'm busy today. So I'm going to hire someone and the person is going to collect 300,000 naira from me to manage my social. I'll just go and meet Praise and say, Praise, let me use your right. It makes sense. Let me use your solution to, and Praise can then charge me, $20 per month. So people are building products with AI to solve day-to-day problems. So who are we starting with? Who are we starting with?
Yes. So we're going to be starting with Blessing, the
Blessing.
social media AI powered engineer, right? That's what we're
Okay.
going to be calling him. So he's sharing his screen at the time. So once we can see his screen, we'll go ahead. But even on the chat, you can actually tell us what you would love to use this kind of platform for.
Right.
It could actually be even posting videos. It's not only posting content. On YouTube, people create content on YouTube and make money from it, right? You could actually use things like this for, yes. So I think his screen is up, so we'll be giving him access. You can unmute, please, Blessing, and let's hear this awesome student from Utiva, AI automation class.
Great.
Blessing, you have the.
All right. Good day, everyone. Please, can everyone hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. So my name is Blessing. I am a student here at Utiva. It's a wonderful opportunity for me to, showcase what I have been able to put together within the past few weeks. So before I just go ahead to continue with my presentation, I'd just like to give us a brief story. So prior to joining Utiva, I had a push. I had the idea to open about 4 to 5 faceless YouTube channels. And the idea was for me to be making posts on those channels, different posts on those channels, either on a specific day or on a weekly basis, right? So the challenge that I had at the time was creating the content. How do I go about creating this content? And then how do I go about posting this content? Because I had other engagement. So I discovered that it would be difficult for me to actually consistently create content that I'll be able to post, even if it's on a weekly basis for 5 different pages. So I began to search for a solution. I was looking for, is there a tool or is there something that could, work for me in that area? And I really couldn't find any. So when I kept searching, I discovered something about automation. So I'm like, oh, okay, I would be interested in learning. And gracefully, it was about that period that I saw an advert from Utiva. And the advert actually spoke about automation, and I decided to take the bull by the horn and take the opportunity. So when I came in, I remember, I think about 2 weeks to my course, I told my coach, Princefield, that, oh, this is my idea. This is what I would really like to do. This is why I came here. So when it was time for the mini project, when he put me up to this, I understood that he remembered the conversation we had from the beginning. So yeah, so what I'll be showing you today is a product that is capable of generating content for your social media platform. And that product is also capable of posting that content also on your platform. So the screen you're seeing now is basically how the product works. There's a platform that captures your information. There's a platform that generates the post that needs to be posted. And then there's a platform that, okay, so when the content is generated, there is an opportunity for you to review the content before it is published. All right, so that will be it about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate to you how this wonderful platform works. So just give me a moment while I get my... All right. So the way the platform works is you would be expected to fill a Google form. So it is the Google form that actually informs us of what exactly you're trying to do. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah. I just need to get to the form. Yeah, okay, it's out now. Thank you. All right. So the Google form is where you now input the information that you want to fill. So what you want to post. So for instance, you're going to have to put in your name. So I'm just going to use a tire here.
We can't see your phone.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Oh, you can see my form?
Yeah, we can
I
see
actually shared the entire screen.
I think you're on shared. You might want to reshare.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. All right. Are we up now?
Correct.
Okay. My apologies for that. So I will need to select an email address. So like I said, this is the Google form. This is what is used for the user to input their information and also what they would want to post about. So the name here, I'm going to go for Ehitayo. Then the business name or the brand name, I'll go for Utiva. The topic, I would want to stay with AI automation. That is my new love now. So I will just stick with that. And then the platform. So what platform do you want the content to be posted on? I'll go with LinkedIn. The audience, what kind of audience? I will just say, let it be seen by everyone. So content type. So I would say, let it be an educational post. Content goal is awareness. Tone of voice, let's keep it friendly. CTA, I would say what the offer. So I'll just say something like, come join us. So all this depends on what your internal needs are. So I'm just using this because we are testing. All right, so the date, you have to select the date that you want the post to be made, but because I'm testing now, I like to go for today. So the time, I would want to say 7 p.m. today, so that the command, so that the project can run, because it is supposed to run at a particular time, and if the time has not reached, it will not be able to execute. So I'll just say, for the extra note, this is a good opportunity. All right. So once you submit this, this is populated in a Google Sheet. It gets updated in a Google Sheet that has been created. So the workbook has two sheets. One is to actually receive the content, while the other one is to is for a content calendar. So this project is divided into two scenarios. The first scenario captures the information from the Google Sheet, and then it now creates the content that you now want to post. So this is the first scenario. So I am doing it manually now because this project is not in production. If it were to be in production, you wouldn't need to come into the platform and run the project. It will be running automatically on the background. So, but then because we are testing, I will need to run this. So when I run this, it will go ahead and the AI tool will pick the information from the form that I have filled, and then it will create the content based on the information that I have put in. And then I'll be alerted by an email that, oh, a post has been created. So I'm just going to show you that email briefly. So this is my mailbox. Please confirm you can see that. All right, so
Yeah,
an email is going to drop in just a few minutes. Right, so you see it says content approval. So content approval required. Utiva is the name of the company. The post is AI automation. So this is what you see. So basically, I may not be able to read out everything, but the AI has created the content, and that's what you see. So at the bottom, you see it says, please open the content calendar to review the post. So you just need to click on this link. And then when that link is clicked on, it takes you to the platform the Google Sheets, where the content has been populated into. So what we need to do is go to the content calendar. So because I've actually tried it a number of times, it will take a little bit of time for it to populate, but I'm sure it's going to come up in a few minutes. Okay, it's already up. So you just scroll down. In this case, I'm going to have to scroll down to the end, because that's where the most recent content will be. So just give me a moment. Okay, so that's where it is. So you can see that it has captured Ehitayo as the name, and then the request name. Everything that we just filled in has been captured here. So now I need to now approve that, okay, I am satisfied with this content. So you can go ahead and publish the content. So once you click on here, you have the options to choose. So when I click on approve, it means that I have approved that content and I am okay with it. So now I am going to now go to the second scenario. So the second scenario, as I wait for it to load up, is what now publishes the content that you have approved onto the page that you have selected. So remember, when we were filling the form, we selected LinkedIn. So it means that this is going to help us make this post available on LinkedIn. So just give it a minute while this loads up. Okay. So that is what the second scenario looks like. So I mean, I have like 3 different paths.
Is that his network?
I
Yeah,
think it is because
yeah, I
he's
think
not.
it's his network. His network probably called him off. Oh, that is so. And I was enjoying Ekanem. I was enjoying him. I was enjoying him. Okay, this is what we're gonna do, guys. This is what we're gonna do because we're gonna come back to Ekanem when it's probably live. And I want guys, are you following this conversation? Let's even do a quick night room check. Room check, guys. Are you following? If you're following, say hi, guys. Okay. Yeah. Someone needs to create an AI automation tool that can make me borrow data or borrow internet from the next person close to me if the person has better Wi-Fi. You know, Wi-Fi switching. Praise. That is your job now. Help us build a Wi-Fi switching so that when I'm in Ogba and MTN is bad, I automatically switch to Airtel of people that are around me. Okay, let's go to praise. Let's go to praise. Praise, are you ready for us? And then we go back praises. Sorry, I'm not calling it full. There's an S behind it. Praises. I'll go to you and then we'll come back to Ekanem when he's back. Now, guys, this is one of the things I want you to think about before we come back to Ekanem. One of the things I want you guys to think about before praise come. What is that one major problem in your industry? One major problem in your industry that you think you can use AI to solve. One major problem. Write it down. Remember, a committed thinker is a potential star. Write it down, guys. What is the one single problem that you want to use AI automation to solve? All right, let's move to praise. Praise, I'm going to make you a host. I think you're a host already. You can move on with your presentation. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Tain Praises, and I'm a student of the Utiva AI Automation Bootcamp. Let me see. Yeah, let me share my screen.
You need to unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself? Because we can't hear you. Praise.
Praise, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay, can you get me now?
Good. This is good. Now we can hear you.
Oh,
Ekanem, we're going to come back to you after praise.
okay. So I don't know. Can you see my screen? Please confirm.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can
can see
see
your
your
screen.
screen.
Oh, okay. So this is my project. This is the project. I'm building a sales and support AI agent. So this project is just an AI powered assistant to help businesses answer customers' questions. In fact, save their time and also book appointments for clients. I don't know if you guys have noticed with some businesses, like you message a company and you need a response like promptly, and that person does not reply you. I mean, I experienced that. I don't know. Last month, I was trying to get information from an agent, so agency. I messaged them, they were not replying. I mean, I just had to leave. I'm never sure I'm ready to go back because when you need information, you want it promptly. And when you do like that, you don't give information promptly, you don't reply promptly to your messages, you lose clients, you lose potential leads. So I'm building an AI system that can help the agent, can help your business reply to customers and also many customers at the same time. So this AI agent, it contains three different parts. So I'll explain to you why I shared it to three different parts. There is one, you have the knowledge base, you also have the AI chat and booking agent, and then there's also an automatic follow-up. Okay. So now here is the workflow. This is my N10 screen. I'll be using N10 for this. So this workflow, as you can see on my screen here, the first workflow is the knowledge base. So the knowledge base is simply where information is stored. Like every business has a knowledge base. So I separated it because you cannot put everything in one place. Some businesses, I mean, they have large amount of data. So we have to create a system where, in fact, you'll not be slow. You know, like when you're transferring data on WhatsApp, or like if they are heavy files, will be very slow, it cannot go and stuff like that. So if you put everything in one spot, it's not going to work very well. So that's why I've shared it. And here, this knowledge base is we are storing our data on Superbase. So as you can see here, it's just connected to Google. So if your organization has information, they just put it on Google and then the process runs. And as you can see, Google will take that information and store it in the knowledge base. Like you see, here it is running. So everything here just works so that in fact it's smooth. So right now I'm going to take you to my second workflow. Here is the brain of everything. Here is the brain of everything. And what this does, it starts when a client begins a conversation with the AI by texting. So when you send a message, when you send a message, that's when it loads. Like let me send a message. As you can see, this is it. It's running. I hope you guys can see my screen. So here it is. This is it running.
Yeah.
Like I've said, hello. This is the information. They say, hello, we offer the following services at Etena Beauty Salon. I've chosen a beauty salon as what I'll use to showcase for this agent. So this agent is particular just for this beauty salon, and everything is responding to is just specifically for this beauty salon. So here it is. He has given me the information. We offer the following services. I'm going to take one, manicure. Here it is. What is your preferred date and time? So I'm to select. Let me try to see. I say 9 a.m. So today is the second. I want to take a date like the third. So I'm just testing it. You see their reply. I am sorry, but the earliest date I can book for this is on the 4th. That's because the way I've prompted it, you cannot come today and book a date just within 1 or 2 days from the time you're booking. You have to book it and make sure you allow space for like 2 3 days so that they can plan and prepare for you. So if I do that again, let's say on the 4th now. Now it is checking everything to see if everything is functioning properly. And you see here, the 9 a.m. slot is available. Look at this carefully. You see that you said available. This is it. If you check here, availability on the calendar, it went to the Google Calendar to check if it's available, showing that it does not just do things randomly. it makes sure it does not double book and it minimizes the error. Because normally when you're doing work manually, I mean, you might double book and you might tend to put two clients having the same meeting appointment, which will not be good. So it has first of all check the calendar. So now let's go ahead to proceed. Let's say to proceed, I need to provide my name, and let me say my name is John. Here is my phone number. And my email address.
Sorry, Praise, to interrupt you. So you are the one that built all those apps that banks used to use to frustrate me when they are owing me money. I know where to come and meet you now. This is very
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. So as you can see here, this is it. I've given it the information. I've given it my name, my number, and my email. As you can see, they say we offer both. Here it is. They have said the 9 a.m. slot is available. To proceed with the bookings, please provide that. They say, which one do you like? So as you can see here, no, normally there are two different manicure services. So they have asked me to choose one, which is the manicure or the gel manicure, which is more expensive. I'll take the less expensive one. That's the one for $10. So it's making sure that it gets everything. Let it not conflict with each other, so that all the information should be clear. So here is it. Please confirm your booking details 2 days from now. And I say yes. As you can see, your booking has been confirmed and everything has been set. So they have sent me an email. They have sent me the emails for me to confirm. Say thank you if you have any other further questions. But now, I don't know. We have not yet checked to see if you can double book because we are not sure. He has checked availability, and as soon as it's available, he has gone ahead to create the booking. So now let's test this AI because we don't know. We might be saying that it's smart, of which is not that smart. So let's say I want to book another event. Okay, and then let me give it a name. I see what has happened. They say, I am sorry, but the earliest date I can book for is that. So please choose a different date. And so you see, it cannot go with two different dates. So that's totally how it works. It checks everything, makes sure that the information is clear and it does not counteract each other. So I'm going to go to my Gmail. As you can see here, this is my Gmail. You see, this is the information. This is it, 10 a.m. to 10:30, August 4th. This is what I just booked right now. When? This is the organizer and this is the guest. Here is it. Classic Manicure by John. So I accept it. And that's all. And from there, he has already saved it to the calendar. As the days are approaching, it's going to be reminding you. As simple as that. So right now, we'll go to the last workflow. Here is just for the follow-up. You know that some agents don't do follow-up, and when you don't do like that, you tend to lose your customers. This one it helps with customer retention because, and this follow-up, it triggers on its own. The only trigger that does not trigger on is the second workflow where you need to, when a client comes in. But for the first and the third one, it triggers on its own. You see this third one here, what it just fires every day at 9 a.m. It checks the events. And if there's an event that has an appointment that has passed, which passed successfully, is going to message that person. And when it messages that person, it routes back here, as you can see. So it checks for the number of people who have successfully registered and they have had their appointment. 2 days after, it's going to message them. It does with the first person, comes back to the second person. And this helps to build trust and confidentiality within your organization. An organization, because here your clients will know that, okay, my people trust me. I mean, you'll be messaged by the organization to know how you do, and then you give them your feedback. In fact, it helps them to improve their organization and so on. So in all, you see how the organizations work together. And you see with this, I mean, it helps to save much time. Just imagine a company with a ratio of like the staff to the clients 1:10. How would they get to everybody? Because when they message you, you have to reply to this one, reply to this one. By the end, the number 10 person will later on lose interest because you're slow in replying. So this one is coming to reply to everybody on time. It also reduces error, and then it increases the accuracy of the entire system and also builds trust, making sure that it gets back to the client, completes their work for them. So here is my project. And also one thing I never said was about this database, the way it functions. You don't need to go and create a different workflow. Like here, let me share the database. Here it is. This is the document. As you can see, this is the document. From the knowledge base, everything comes here. And then when you chat with the AI, it just comes and take the information from here. So when it takes it from here, it's loading from the other side. It's just like the junction. One side is giving, the other side is taking. So the information is always being renewed. And you can see the second place is this table. This is the chat history. All conversations are logged into the database. So there's no conversation that is lost. Everything is being saved into the database. So I've come to the end of my presentation. I don't know if anybody has anything. So I built this project during the Utiva AI and automation bootcamp. That's with Utiva. So that's about
Yes.
it for this project.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And praise. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is quite good for someone that's still learning, you know. I still also saw certain things on the comment section when somebody said it's even better to have it clickable. Yes, that's also, I think the last thing we did on Saturday was lovable. So they can integrate this thing to a web page so that you can actually click on it. Ifoma, yeah, we can actually have that, you know, for going
Yeah.
forward. That's actually a good point to add up. Thank you so much, Ifom, as well. Okay, do we have any question for praise before we just quickly move over to blessing? You know, Mr. E, you want to say something?
No, I mean, two things I want to say quickly is the simplicity, right? No, so think about you as someone. So think about me, for example. I have a real estate company. I have a real estate business, right? I have four different shortlets. I have a manager who I fight with every day. Now I fight with every of my staff. That's normal. There's no staff I don't fight with. But I fight with this guy every day. Why? Because I have someone, who is calling me when I'm busy in a meeting here, saying, "Oh, I saw one of your shortlets, Itayo. Can I book it?" I'm like, talk to my manager. I'm like, "Oh, I sent my manager a message. He has not responded yet." Whew, Baba is sleeping. But I don't like money sleeping. This is a type of solution that I can easily say, hey, praise, deploy this for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is how you should think about AI. And the power of AI is this. This is the power of AI. Is the fact that, listen to this part, is the fact that you can build this yourself without having to rely. I'm going to say that because it's a very important point. You can build this yourself without having to rely on developers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you can deploy this yourself in a very micro way, in a very little way for whatever you're doing, for the company that you work with. Every time you're seeing a problem, you're thinking about how can we automate this? How can we automate this? Every time you see a problem, you're thinking, how can we automate this? The beauty of that type of thought, or that type of thought process, or that type of thinking pattern is that you would always see a solution to every problem. And I said it in one of my classes yesterday. I said it in one of my classes yesterday. I said, see, when Microsoft, Oracle, Google, when they were building those multi-billion dollar companies, right? The guys in Nigeria didn't have the capacity to build it. But you know what they had? They had the capacity to quickly take what has been built and deploy it locally to local problems. So all these banks that you see today, the GT Bank, they all used those softwares. So the opportunity is so big. You can partner. For example, right now you can partner with Praise and say, Praise, I see what you built. And we build the same thing for this industry. I don't know how to build, you know how to build, but we can push this to a particular industry. For example, healthcare industry. Right? Healthcare industry. I think the doctors are already becoming overwhelmed, right? The doctors in Nigeria are becoming overwhelmed. They need something that they can easily, give to all the customers so that you don't have to get to the what's it called? To the hospital to pay, for example, for a card. You don't even have to get to the hospital to tell a doctor what you're going through. You could drop a voice note and it could prompt the doctor's pocket immediately and say, somebody is coming. I'm still locked in traffic for 30 minutes. I'm coming from Yaba. This is what I'm experiencing. And before I get there, the world can change. That's what I'm saying. The world can change. But the beauty of AI is that it can change very fast. You don't have to have years of building like in my own generation now. If you're going to build what Praces just built, you have to do it for 60 days. But today, Praces can build this in 3 days and deploy it fast. So all the money that you are spending in trying to overbuild AI gives you the opportunity to do that fast. So guys, this is a very massive opportunity. Okay, Ekanem is ready. We were enjoying you before Ekanem, before the network go. But right now I'm fasting and praying. Don't worry, the network is stable now. Let's see if you can unmute. Let me make you a co-host quickly. Okay, good. You are a co-host now. Please, over to you, sir.
Unmute. All right. So I apologize for the mix-up that happened earlier. So I don't know if you can all hear me.
We can hear you.
All right. Okay. So for the purpose of those that may have joined after I had the mix-up, so I was presenting, or I'm still presenting, a social media content creator and auto publisher. So before now, I had filled a Google form that actually captured the information. And then I think I'm just going to show us. I had filled a Google form that captured the information. I built my project with Make. So the idea was that the information that was captured in the Google form is the details of the person that needs to post the content and the content that the person wants to post. And then once that is done, my project is divided into 2 scenarios. The first scenario is what you're seeing on the screen now. It captures the information from the Google Sheets. So when you fill your form, it gets posted into a Google Sheet. So this first scenario picks that information from the Google Sheets and then delivers it to the to the AI agent that then creates the content based on what you've done. And then once the content is created, an email is sent to the email address that is indicated. This is the example of the email address that we got while I was doing this before I had the interruption. And then I clicked on the open content calendar. So the content calendar is where you go to now have more details on the content. And then once you approve the content, you can come back to the second scenario. So this is the second scenario that you now run. So what the second scenario does is it actually publishes the content on the platform. So for those of us that were with me at the beginning, you would remember that the page or the platform that I chose for this content to be posted was LinkedIn. So I'm just going to show you my LinkedIn page now before I run the second scenario so that we are sure that there is no post there that looks like what is about to go on there. So this is my LinkedIn page, and the last post I made was 2 days ago, as you can see there. So there is no post that was made today. So I'm just going to now go back and run the second scenario that I would expect to pick the information from the content calendar and go ahead and post. So I am running the second scenario now. So normally I will get an email that my content has been published, that I should go to the page. So that email has actually been sent, but I will just go straight to my LinkedIn and I will just show you. So you can see that that just dropped. If you look at the time, you see that. Okay, so let me just open up. You see, it says the time is now. So it says AI automation is not a threat, it's your quiet productivity partner. So this is what it is about. So depending on the platform you want your content to go onto, you can have this for any platform. So the idea does not just stop at it posting just right up. The idea, remember, if you were at the beginning, remember that my own idea was YouTube. And you know that YouTube has to do with videos, it has to do with images. So, and then I thought about my major problem was creating the content and posting. But then remember that when you post your content, people will come in and make comments and they will expect you to give responses. So I am also looking at developing this into something more robust, something that can reply to content, to comments that are being made by people within the content so that I don't have to, do so much. So this does not just end at merely creating the content and publishing the content. It's going to advance into something much bigger, something much wider that can go in and comment on this, give you reviews, and then there's a platform that can actually tell you how your content is doing. So we are not stopping at this. My coach would always tell you that the automation does not. There's no better way to do automation. That there's always room for improvement depending on what your desires are or depending on what you want to achieve. So this is where we are now, but this is not where we intend for this project to end.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I am here,
like,
and I want to believe that you enjoyed the session. So thank you very much, and I apologize for the interruption earlier.
No. I like the vision that you just described. One of the things I tell my mentees is this. Every time they come to me and say, I want to build a product, I tell them, see, don't ever think I'm building something. Oh, it's already out there. Somebody has built it before. It's a lie, you. It's a what? Say after me. Nobody has built what I want to build before.
Yeah, nobody has built what I want to build. Yeah.
Raise up your hand. Everybody say nobody. Nobody has built it all. Because when I was about to build Utiva, Kai, come and see discouragement. Come and see people telling me, you want to build cyber cafe training. Nobody does training in Nigeria now. People just do it in cyber cafe. My biggest mentor, that was what he told me. He said people learn tech in Nigeria in cyber cafe. That nobody is going to come and learn it online. You guys are learning online now. So, Ekanem, we're waiting for you. Nobody has built what you want to build. This is interesting because the interesting thing is this. In my own mind, right? I am not thinking about this only as a product that I post and then it goes online, only. Ekanem has said it. It could evolve to I post, it goes online. It could also evolve to I post, it analyzes my previous posts and thousands, or maybe not thousands, thousands of other posts I've done in the past and can find when is the best time to post this type of post based on previous pattern. LinkedIn influencers will pay for that one. You see, the beauty of building something is that you just build it. People will help you. People that will tell you other things that it can evolve into. For example, this type of product can escalate into, who are the type of people in your followers that actually, would enjoy this type of post. And then it can begin to comment on the comment section and tag them. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's reference. These can then also evolve into, Ekanem said it, analytics and understanding the different posts and the different, who are the type of people that are commenting under my post. See, sometimes I make a single post, I get 300 comments. There's a business inside the 300 comments, but I will not know because I'm busy. This can evolve into scanning through my comments and finding if there are strategic opportunities based on my prompts. And AI is just powerful. I know what is powerful about this? It can build all this I've just talked about now in another 1 week with AI. So there is no problem today that AI cannot, you cannot deploy AI to solve. And that is the beautiful thing about these two different projects. And let me then quickly interview them while I'm also waiting for you to raise up your hand and ask questions, right? Let me quickly interview them. Ekanem, how long did it take you realistically to work on this project?
I mean, I would want to say a week. I want to say, in actual fact, I want to say maybe 2, 3 days. Yeah, but with testing and retesting, adding some things, because so for instance, there's a part of it that I actually didn't present. There's a part of it that, so for instance, if you make a post and then what the content has, what the AI has created for you is not satisfactory, you may not be satisfied with what has been presented. There is a place for you to write a comment. So you write a comment. In that comment section, you are telling the AI, please correct this, make it look this way, make it sound this way. So there is another scenario that I have that will now take back that information that you have given the AI and then regroup or retune the post the way you have now said it before it is posted.
Gotcha.
So like I said, it is a continuous thing. But the first two scenarios was built, I think, within 3 days, within 1 week.
Can I ask
but then we
you
had
one more?
about Okay.
Let me ask you one more quick one, a very quick one here.
Right.
Do you also have a scenario where 2, 3 people can collaborate on the same project? So, for example, if I have an EA that writes for me and posts for me, the EA uses this tool. But before the post goes off, I can then see it from my own end and also approve.
Yeah, so it's just to include. So if so, that's where the reviewer comes in, right? If you want to have more than one reviewer or 2 reviewers, or if you want to have a reviewer that reviews what has been reviewed, that's possible. It's just to add 1 or 2 notes to it, and that is available.
Correct.
So it's very, very possible.
Correct. Praises.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to finish this project, sir?
Okay, maximum 1 week, because I started the project just like last week Sunday. So like to actually build it took me 2, 3 days. Now it was the testing and correcting, because AI is not perfect. So I mean, sometimes you ask questions, you don't prompt very well. It has to it has to give you a very, very hard correction. So you have to correct it, train it, and make sure it answers very well. And as you can see, it does not think out of the knowledge base, out of the box. So it does not even assume everything that you give to it. That's simply what it does. And there are also borders too. Like you see on my post, I said that I wanted a time which was before the time frame. You have to say that no, it only does like this. And if you ask for a client's information, you'll tell you that, okay, our policy is that we don't share clients' information. So that's it.
Can organization, so I know this is like a sales chatbot, right? And I love it for salespeople. Can you also build a sales chatbot training solution where within my organization, I have 25 salespeople, right? I want them to interact with that chatbot 50 times daily, using it to learn. Do you understand? So every time the chatbot chats with them, asking them questions and say, progress, can you tell me 3 different tools in data science and progress and it would say you have 10 seconds. 1, 2. So before progress, we go and check somewhere else. Can you also build something like that trains internal people in a conversational way?
Yeah. And just like I showed you, you see there's a super base. That's the database. So there is like the underground box for everything. That's the brain where information comes in, information lives. So from the knowledge base, your organization brings your information into the database. And then when you're communicating, it goes now into that database, sees everything. It goes through everything before it ever wants to reply you. It might reply fast, but you will not know the groundwork that he has taken to reply you. So it goes through everything. It makes sure he has gone through everything. If there's a new information, it will be updated before it even wants to reply you. So it's always quickly updated. And once you speak with it, it's taking your information, it's learning from it. It gives you back. I remember one thing I said, it does not reply like literally to what you say. like you say you need something, it will not just answer you literally. It tries to understand the reason behind your talking. Like it wants to understand why you want what you want. And then from there, you even give you a better response. So it's not just like you said, go left, go right, go. You will reason and you understand. I'll even make suggestions for you.
Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Please build something that I can use to lock my children's phone until they answer 5 questions, they don't open it. And the TV, Netflix, until they tell me what is 14 raised to power 9 in 5 seconds. If you don't get
Sorry?
it, build something like that for me. Because all these children next of kin, they're already making me feel like I want to walk in vain. I need to get them to learn. Guys, there's nothing you can't use AI automation to think through. Do you understand what I mean? And the concept here is this. There are two major unique value offerings here. The first one is the fact that it is fast and easy to build with AI automation, right? It's very fast. And then the second part that I love is what is called micro solutions. You see, the future belongs to those who can build micro solutions and sell it to people within their own niche. Let me tell you what I mean. You see, let me explain this. What many people have is what is called industry skills, industry specific knowledge. And sometimes when you're in an industry, you see a problem within your industry or within your market or within your vicinity. But building to solve that problem is always very expensive. So, for example, you work in the bank and then you see a problem and you're like, people are at the gate of the bank. We don't have something that can, but because you don't have a lot of money, you can't build something to solve that problem. The beauty of AI automation is that you can quickly use AI to deploy something and ship something fast without relying on heavy infrastructure. And that is the beauty of AI. Now, let me ask two more questions before I open the room for other people to ask. No, one more question from the two people. Hey, Kanem, how long have you been learning AI automation and how has been the entire journey? And I'll do the same question too for praises. Just us a little bit about the journey of learning, AI.
About 10 weeks. I think the journey for me is quite simple. I think bulk of the credit goes to the coach, Prince Will. I mean, I have friends that are learning the course elsewhere, and I know how they feel. I know what they say. I know how sometimes they come to me and then we put our heads together and they're like, wow. So I think I give it to Prince Will. I give it to Utiva as well, because I mean, if Utiva didn't get Prince Will, I wouldn't have gotten to meet Prince Will. So he has made it very easy for us to learn. He is also very available. I don't know how he does it. He is very, very available. I can imagine that it's not just my cohort that is teaching. And I think we are quite a number in my cohort, but he manages to attend to each and every one of us. So it's not just about the course. It's not just about learning the course. It's also about who is teaching you. It's also about how you're being taught. And that's what has made it quite easy for me. Because if I run into a snag, if I hit a glitch, if he's not there to guide me through, I mean, I may be stuck for a long while. So it's been a good journey. The past 10 weeks has been awesome. I wish we can extend the length of the class so that I keep staying here until I master everything that I need to master. But it's been good. It's been good. And I really appreciate him and the Utiva team as well.
Thank you so much. The beautiful thing is, we're also building something that is a little bit of a post-learning, project journey, where you guys will come together as a small team and work on little projects with the good thing is that with direct mentoring. So there is no. You are going to have a mentor. And listen, the mentor is not just a mentor in the AI automation, is also a mentor in the industry you're building for. Do you understand? In the industry you're building for. Let me give you an example now. Praises is building something for sales, right? You need a sales, professional. Do you understand what I'm saying? A sales professional, a customer experience professional to also work with you. So that you're not just building automation, you're building solution to problems. The same thing with Econem. You need someone who really uses social media, a real social media influencer who can tell you, this is the kind of different use cases that we can use this for. And that's one of the things that we're trying to build into the program. Praises, how are you? How long have you been? How has your learning been? Your training? And after praise, I'll hand it over directly um to Prince Will, because Prince Will is then going to help us to facilitate and answer some of the questions that people are asking in the room. Praise is over to you, please.
Okay, thank you for this. I mean, this bootcamp has been something like a life-changing situation for me, from the teaching to the learning process, and then just the ease with the, like, every week, the weekly schedules, the meetings, the tasks you have to complete before attending a class. I mean, it's very convenient, and I must say that it's something I was not expecting. And huge thanks to our coach too. Just like my brother Blessing was saying here, like, I never knew he was teaching other classes, because the way he was available, anytime I need something, I have to reach out to him. And just from the meeting of, I think, on Friday, I learned that he was teaching other classes. So I was like wondering how that was possible. That's when I knew that no, his his level of commitment is something else. And this it does not only end here. Yeah, he's helping me to understand that as I'm building like this, I'm not just looking just at myself or what is ahead of me. I'm trying to think as in 10 years, in 10 years to come, what will this change in our society? How will this impact our lives, and how will benefit us? So in total, in fact, the team is a very, very wonderful team, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Awesome, awesome, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Praises. I would hand it over to Prince Will now, because we want to take some of the questions. I see that he's been commenting, giving answers to some of them. I want people to ask more questions. But three more things I want to talk about. Number one is this: learning AI automation is not a complex thing. If you're ready to put in the work, if you're ready to put in the work, you're ready to continue to put in the work, right? Another court is starting very soon. Another court is starting very soon. And listen, at this court is where we are also going to be producing another, network of people like Praises and Ekanem. Another court is starting soon, and the court is starting on the 8th of August. So if you are interested, you want to get into AI automation, you've been thinking about it, you're excited about what you see, you want to be a part of this journey, you're asking yourself, where do I start? It's very simple. I'm dropping a link right here in the chat room. Dropping a link right here in the chat room. All you need to do is to check the link, go on the website, explore, look around. If you want to talk to someone on our team, reach out to someone on the Utiva team. Someone will support you to get into the class. And listen, this is a 12-week training. It's 3 months, right? It's 3 months, 12 weeks, rigorous. And you heard it from Ekanem, you heard it from Praises. The trainer is available. The Utiva support system is there to continue to support you. That is how we have structured the Utiva training program. Okay, this is where I am going to stop and hand it over to Prince Will to round this up by answering some of the questions, and then we call it a beautiful day. Prince Will, over to you, sir.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I want to believe you can hear me
Yes,
clearly.
we can.
Yeah. So if you have any question, I think I saw some few questions that I attended to. But if you have any question you want to get answered now, you can, you can drop it on the chat, or you can possibly raise up your hand if you want to speak. Then we'll just give you the mic and you go ahead with that. All right. But while we're looking at this, one core thing is automation is not removing people. AI is not removing people. AI is not just replacing people, right? It is about removing things that are repetitive. We're removing things that are repetitive. We're actually also replacing certain activities with people that understand how to use or leverage AI and automation to get this job done, right? So no matter the job you're doing or business you're doing, you can implement, AI and automation in that space. Whether you're selling something, a business person, a professional currently, right? You can implement AI automation in regardless of the particular business you're doing or the profession you're in. And it just gives you an extra value. really, right? So it's not a different pivot totally where you have to stop what you're doing currently and go and start learning AI automation. You can actually use the knowledge of AI automation in what you're doing to solve a problem in your business or at your place of work or your career path, right? I can't see any other question. I want to believe that okay, somebody said, let me just attend to these ones I can see on the chat. Somebody said this is great, but personally, people can be lazy. So questions that has obvious answers. It would be great if it's added as a button. I think I gave a reply to that. So we can have a website where they can easily click and then have access to the recommendations from the AI agent as regards to what praise imputed. Yes, we can have that. But he was just showing you as a demo from the back end. So we would have a front end that shows all of that, even the charts and being able to click on a button. But we were showing students are able to build this. So if we're just showing you the front, it might look like, oh, okay, these people could just come with anything and just show us for that their students actually did it, right? So that's quite very possible. I think that's the only. Then what AI app for different projects they use two different AI automation. One was make and one was anything. I think that's all. Yeah, somebody said, I see it's posted text. Can it go further to post engaging images? Yes, you can actually add, an image generator to the loop, and then it creates an image based on the post that relates to the post, or creates a video. Because I actually also have a social media, project that actually creates videos for a faceless channel and post it on the channel on YouTube, right? So things like that can actually be done. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening to these awesome students. Would expect to hear from you, if you want to join this cohort, the next cohort, or you want to build this for your business. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. E. Did you hear me, sir? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I can hear you. I was trying to mute myself.
Can you guys hear me?
Good, good. We can hear you. We can hear you well. We can hear you. Sorry. Okay, okay. Let's see if there are other questions. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything, guys? All right. Hope I did not interrupt Princeville. Princeville, you're done, right? Because I got lost for like few seconds. Let me see from my hand. Okay,
Oh,
good. I
oh,
feel
okay.
like
Yeah, I'm done. I'm
good.
done.
I
I'm
didn't
done.
interrupt. I thought I
I
interrupted you,
attended to the
Princeville.
questions I saw in the comments.
Yeah, apologies. So, guys, again, this was supposed to be a chilled evening for you to just see what the students have done, and how you can also take this to the next level yourself. Remember, artificial intelligence just started, it's still very new. The world is still very fresh on AI. AI is still very fresh. This is your best time to begin to learn about it and make use of it. Let me leave you here. Enjoy your evening, everybody. Remember, if you want to be a part of the Utiva AI automation course, I have dropped the link there. Go straight to that link. Just click on it. The course is designed to help you start from the beginning. The curriculum is there. It's a 3 months training program. It is live online. That means you're going to be joining the class every day, every weekend, live like this. You know, every weekend, live like this. And the brochure is also on the website. You can click on the brochure to read about it. At the end of the entire training program, you work on projects, right? You work on projects. You get to improve your capacity. You get mentoring, but most importantly, you also get a certificate accredited by the American Council for Training and Development. And that's one of the extra values that you would also get. Let me leave you with this beautiful one, guys. This is an amazing class. Thank you so much, Praise. Thank you, Ekanem. Thank you, Prince Will. Every other person that joined us, enjoy your evening. Have a beautiful time. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.